Hey there, buckaroo! Welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions and I make them funny. Hey, if you'd like me to make your suggestion funny, put it in the comments and I will do so. It really works. Like today's suggestion comes from Aiden, whose suggestion was senior citizen homes. You always hear that they bring dogs into senior citizens' homes to get the people all happy and warm and fuzzy inside. You know what you never hear of? You never hear of anyone bringing in cats. And I'll tell you why. You know why they don't bring cats in to make old people feel happy? Because cats have a bad reputation. They have a reputation where they are known to hang out by the person who's about to die. Many a story you'll hear, oh yeah, well, that cat, it was hanging around Gladys for like a week and then she died. And then the same cat went over and started hanging out with Bill, and a week later he died. So there's definitely a correlation between a cat snuggling up to you and you being dead soon. If they don't know who you are. Obviously, if you own a cat and it cuddles with you, it doesn't mean you're going to die, although you could be. And then you might say, Dave, why do you think cats do that? Oh, I know why they do that. Because they see that their meal is about to happen. They can sniff it out or whatever it is, and they come up to the old person, they're like, oh yeah, this thing's going to die soon, and then I'll eat its face. That's what the cat is thinking. So that's why they don't bring them into old folks' homes, because that's just, could you imagine that? You know, everyone knows the lore. If you wind up in an old folks' home, one of the first ththings they tell you in orientation is the cat story. It's like a ghost story, but it's with cats. So then some do-gooders from the old animal shelters like, I'm going to do a good deed today, make some old people happy. But we're out of dogs because, we sent them to the other old folks' home. So I'm going to bring in Fluffy. And then she walks through the door and every old person there is like, oh no. And then there's like a couple of old people, doing it in the corner. Because it turns out in old folks' homes, the sex is really high. And if you're a man in an old folks' home, good for you, because you're outnumbered 4-1 by women, and they're all horny, it turns out, at 85. Anyway, what was I saying? You walk in with a cat, and every old person there is like, oh boy, we've heard lore about the cats. And then I wonder if it's a situation where, in sitcoms, they always do that stupid trope where let's let the dog decide who it wants to stay with. And then they set the dog on the floor, and then the two people are like, come to me. And then the other one's like, you love me more, and then come to me. But in the old folks' home with the cat, it's the opposite. They set the cat on the floor. It starts walking towards someone. They're like, oh, no. I just went to the doctor. I have a good checkup. Plus, my pacemaker is working perfectly. You better turn around, Fluffy, and head towards Gladys. And then it starts heading towards Gladys. She's like, no. Listen, I had some issues, but I've been losing weight. I'm on Ozempic, and you better turn around, cat, because I'm not dying in a week. And then it starts heading towards Bill, and he's like, sounds about right. You come here, Fluffy. You can eat my face when I'm dead. I don't care. I'm dead.